Good morning, everybody. Look, I found us some animals. I got her some animals. They obviously only like me because of my Cheez-Its. They're getting the breakfast of champions over here. They're having Cheez-Its for breakfast. That's how I made them my friends. Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's 7-Eleven Animal Heaven, and we are in Syracuse. That's the horticultural building I'm in over there. That's the building we're going to be at. It's furthest away from everything, honestly. It's over here near the railroad tracks. It's over here near the seagulls. Hey, guys. I tried to give them some. They're not really a fan of oranges, so Cheez-Its it is. Let's see how close we can get them to come over here. There you go, guys. You know, some of them are cuter than others. I mean, take a look. This guy is really cute. And that one's really sleek. The train, yeah, so I'm at a different location. There goes the train now, actually. You can see it going away. Problem is, the train at this location, I can't get to the tracks. That's an inoperative track right there. That's just for display. The actual functional track is on the other side, and I can't get to it. There's fencing. And I haven't gone checked on my other pennies, so I don't know. It was 7:12, but when I turned it on, it was 7:11. Yeah, so I posted a reel on Facebook last night showing the progress with the lighting and the banners. I've still got gates to build. I've got the hand washing station to build. I still got to lay out all the hay bales, straw bales. I still got to finish Goat Mountain, which I started on last night. So things are progressing. It is Wednesday, so it's going faster than I thought it would be. These days kind of get away from you. When you're working alone, it does make it a little more difficult to get certain tasks completed, or it takes a lot longer because you have to, go get the materials. But I am getting there. Absolutely, absolutely. They open the doors over there at 8. I would bring you in there, but I could call and have them open them early for me, but I'd rather just enjoy my solace, a little bit of morning relaxation before I get the day started. I figure I might just take you on a little walk and show you around this place, if that's what you guys would be interested in doing. Hey, Judith, congratulations catching a live this morning. Good morning, everybody. So I gotta say thank you to Mindy. Mindy's back home. She is helping me figure out something to do with the t-shirts, right? Since so I've got it more narrowed down. There's approximately, if you wanna times it out, let's say you got a shirt and there's 6 different sizes. Well, that equals 6 different products. So in total, we're gonna need 42 bins to hold all of the shirts, and I don't want to have each bin completely. I don't want to have it small. I want to be able to stuff as much in there as I can. All the merchandise has to be stored out here in this trailer. Any additional merchandise, and you see we're going to be way over there, and imagine all the cars, and imagine having to restock a couple of times a day. That would be a bummer, and have to run out here to get the t-shirts that we're going to sell. So Mindy's been working in her garage, kind of figured out. Yes, Betsy, I did stay in the trailer last night, but I did upgrade. I upgraded to a sleeping bag and a pillow. How's that? So hopefully that portion will be taken care of, and all I have to do is get certain things laid out. But we need 42 different compartments to hold all of the different t-shirts. Then I got to figure out what I'm going to do with all the stuffed animals. Not sure how I want to go about doing that, but I'll figure it out. Yes, we're going to have the merchandise at the Allentown Fair. Yes, that's where most of it's going. Look, they were assembling this yesterday. That's new. So we're kind of near the midway. So if anybody is coming to visit, my suggestion is if you're going to start at the front, it's a long walk to get back here. They do have like a shuttle that will take you different places. Take the shuttle to the infirmary. We are literally, you could hop off the shuttle at the infirmary and you could walk right through the back door and you can arrive at our gate. Especially if you're a volunteer, if you're coming up to volunteer, the infirmary is where you need to get to, and there is the shuttle stop right there. So that would be, that'd be your quickest way to get here, because parking is going to be a nightmare. Nobody's going to be allowed to park inside the gates. You're going to have to park out somewhere else and then grab a shuttle and tell them you're going to the infirmary. That's how you get here. You'll have to have roller skates. It's not a lot of merchandise. If you think about it, it's only 3 different t-shirts, colors in the adult sizes, 2 different shirts in the kid sizes, and 2 different hoodies in a couple different colors. So yes, Renee, this is live. So that would be 42 products, you know. So even though there's literally only 7 different products, it's 42. I can work past 8 p.m., but that was about my limit last night. I kind of just fizzled out, and I wasn't able to keep going. Let's feed these guys before they fly away from me. Come get your breakfast. Here we go. Be nice. Share with each other. My goodness. I tried to give you healthier snacks, but you're just like us. You just want... Mindy, yeah, I was just saying how I think it's a go with the idea of using those shelves that you come up with. So let's see what she's come up with. I've actually got a picture of what she sent me. So here's Mindy and I's conversation. Now she's come up with this. These are those cloth bins, and she's attached some wooden pallet pieces around to kind of keep the theme. I'm not certain how many shirts we can stuff into each one of those. They're pre-folded and they're pre-packaged. So I'm thinking you could at least stuff a dozen or more. Maybe, I'm not even sure. Mindy, could you fold? Do you have that shirt I gave you? Does it fit in there when you lay it flat? Not on the shelf flat, but if you lay it down flat on its back. I want to make sure that they fit in there. So she would have to make 7 of these. I mean, she did this on her own. This is not something I even asked her to do. You know, what? She's just nice. Do I have access to a shower? Patty, my shower consists of baby wipes. You got to do what you got to do, right? We have tons of baby wipes, so that was my morning shower. So I'm going to smell fine. I got new socks. Actually, I got new clothes on today. Everything's new. Everything's fresh and crisp. It's all right. It's all right. Right? Totally fine. It's a military shower. Look, they're kind of scared. They don't want to come that close. It's called trust. You trust me, I trust you. There is a bathroom there, but not with a shower. I did have a Best Western for the first night that I was here. And then, yeah. Hey, Fernando. Maybe I am your friend and you don't even know it. Maybe I'm living a double life. The other socks walked away last night. Oh, I don't think so. By the way, I'm almost certain there's mice living in the trailer. I can hear them scurrying around in the middle of the night. So this is my defense mechanism against mice. If I wake up hearing mice, I just slam on the floor and I'm like, "Pah!" And I just make noise and you can hear them shoo away. Kind of keeps them away from me. I do have company. Nope, I'm gonna figure out that sink situation this morning. What I'm gonna do right after this is I'm actually gonna head over to Home Depot and grab the supplies I need for the hand washing station. Do you know how expensive a stupid hand washing station is? It's crazy. I can get myself a slop sink, a utility sink, for 10 times less than I can get a hand washing station. And all I got to do is hook it up to the existing hose that's there. So thank you, Stacy. Appreciate that. We'll see how it works. Speaking of Home Depot, I turned on the news this morning. Turns out they filed bankruptcy and they're planning on closing 97 of their locations. 97. So expect a bunch of your local Home Depots to go out of business. Lori Weston, can you rent a washing station from a local company? I could. Here's the one thing I don't like about the hand washing stations is you have to constantly fill them up, and then you also have to constantly drain the wastewater, the gray water out of there. They need a lot of upkeep and maintenance throughout the day, and if I were renting it, that would be I would have to deal with that. Plus, renting is not even that cheap either. It still would be cheaper for me to get a utility sink and just hook it up to their garden hose. And there's a drain really close by. So I don't have to deal with all the maintenance. I can have it drain right into the drainage. Thank you. In a world where you can be anything, be kind, is what it says in sign language. Yeah, maybe you're Home Depot, Mindy. You never know. It's going to happen. It hit the news headlines this morning. That's all right, Carrie. Enjoy Florida. My goodness. Enjoy Florida. I'm going to hop down here. Oh, yeah. I was just sitting on the bed of my truck. Look where I went last night. Whoop, whoop. I grabbed myself some munchies for the day, some waters, some Propels. I did get bananas and oranges. Keep myself energized throughout the day. Let's go for a little walk. Let's go take a couple steps around the park over here at the Midway and see what we're looking at. Internet has been ordered. I'm going to get my own dedicated Wi-Fi router box. Once this place is crowded, I am not going to have cell reception. You don't get cell reception when everybody else is bogging down the towers. So this is the Midway. This is all stuff that they're setting up. Man, can you imagine what something like that costs? Does that come in on 2 tractor trailers or 1? I don't even know. Apologize about the stability. iPhones are not as stable as Androids when you do a live stream. So as I'm doing a lot of movement, there's some shakiness. And guess what? I thought, being in New York, that the internet was going to be super expensive. I had to pay over $400 when I went to the farm show for the week that I needed internet. That was called highway robbery. Here, it was less than half of that. It was less than half of that to get my weekly internet service dedicated for my own booth at 100 megabytes per minute. So I think that's good. Look at this thing. No way. That's crazy. I just love the engineering. So it looks like they're going to attach all the carts today. Imagine how many semi trucks it takes to bring all of this here and then assembled on site. I don't have a sign on the midway that says goat snuggling. I don't. I wish I did. But placing signs around the fairgrounds pointing to our booth is not allowed. It is not allowed. Well, that's one way to travel. Throw your John Deere Gator up on top of there. All of this stuff is amazing. So this is my first time actually walking on the midway. So it goes forever. It just keeps going down. And it's still 7 days until the place starts. So that means even more vendors are going to be showing up every single day. More carnival rides. Oh, they got, okay. That's cool. Mighty Mouse. I watched them lift that Mighty Mouse sign up there yesterday with a crane. We're in New York. This is the New York State Fair in Syracuse, New York. Now look at that telehandler. Tell Jeff that's what we need right there. Hey, they're no flat tires. Check it out. These tires don't take air whatsoever. You notice how they're hollow through there? Those are no flat tires. You can run over anything you want with that. Water race fun, shoot out the star. I'm telling you what, guys, you would never see everything in one day. There's no possible way you could. That's why the more word we can get out that we are located over there near the infirmary in the horticulture building. Sorry, I got distracted by tires. I do have my flags, but I can't put them outside. It's not my space. You know, it's a very busy place. So you have your square footage and you're allowed to do what you can do within your square footage. Now that's kind of cool. Mighty Mouse. Hey Maggie, thank you for the $1.49 super. Appreciate it. Hey Jeff. Raymond says, my name is Ashley and I'm pregnant with twins. Congratulations, Raymond. I guess you can do whatever you want in this day and age. Is this a double-decker merry-go-round? I think this is a double-decker. I've never seen a two-story merry-go-round, but there you have one right there. So what are they laying this stuff out on the ground for? Were they washing? Oh yeah, look. Hey Jeff, we're not the only one that does that kind of stuff. There's Dawn dish soap and brooms. They're scrubbing the vinyl. Slow down, you're gonna get a ticket. That's pretty neat. Look at the exposition center. That is humongous too. Oh, there's a dinosaur over there. Let's go look at the dinosaur. I've not been this far in the double carousel. It's not a merry-go-round, it's a carousel. Do they have a goat here? That's pretty neat. I don't think Hannah's coming to the New York State Fair. They start school on the 20th, I believe. So she will not be up here. She won't get a chance to visit the New York State Fair. I want to go see these dinosaurs. Man, oh man. Just the infrastructure on this place. Did you know this entire place is gated? It's almost like a military compound, a base, and they have real police officers that operate and man the gates. All of these roads are maintained, built, and by the New York State Fair. They have their own exit coming off the freeway. Like, how would you even, you see how far this goes? How would you even cover the entire place in one day? All right, you guys are gonna tell me what kind of dinosaur this is over here. Wow. So I believe that this building, after talking to somebody, is owned by Cornell. I think Cornell owns this. Cornell has a very big part in the New York State Fair. What kind of dinosaurs are these? They're not velociraptors. Are these animatronics too? I think they are, because look, they have power at their feet. So these are gonna probably move around. Yes, they are. Check it out. You have the actuators and all of the stuff to make this thing work. So it's not made out of concrete. The eyes are probably gonna open up. The mouth is probably gonna move. So these, yeah, look, it's made of this latexy type stuff. The arms will probably move. Oh, what a shame. You've got a split in your chest, buddy. So they're made out of foam. These will be cool. I just don't know. That's not a T-Rex. No way, that's not a T-Rex. What is it? You have a split chest too? He sure does. Oh, that's done on purpose, I think, to hold him up. Take one home, says Andy. Yeah, that'd be a great addition to the farm. They spit out black venom and blind you. A velociraptor, maybe? I don't know. Is that really a velociraptor? I think that's a little big for a velociraptor. Oh, man. So, look, I'm under the expo center now. Look how huge it is. Let's see if anything's unlocked. Let's just go in. Let's help ourselves. Locked. 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 All right. Can't go inside of any buildings this morning. What is this building over here? Did any of the followers contact Drew Barrymore? I'm assuming not. I'm assuming not. I don't think she would come to a place like this. I could be wrong, but especially not to the goat snuggling booth. So this is a very open building. I see a lot of, this is probably where animals are at. Be really cool if we can get Next year, if we come back, let's see how it works. Jenny Nolan, no way. She just sent 1999 super sticker. Thank you very much. Look at this building. It's definitely a livestock building. I can tell you that. Very open and airy. A lot of doors or openings that just stay open. Let's go check it out. It is a beautiful day out this morning. Absolutely. Yep, this is livestock. This is where all the animals go. Not my animals, though. Not my animals. The floor is a little uneven. This is definitely an older building. Okay, do not put your hands in pens. Does anybody follow those directions at all, ever? No. I mean, no way. Cindy, thank you for the $9.99 super. Appreciate it very much. Everybody puts their hands inside. It's exactly what you do when you come here. Everybody reaches in and touches them. So we have llamas that are going to be here, swine, and goats. Oh, they're meat goats. So this must be the 4-H building. So you guys do realize that a 4-H program that raises goats and brings them here at the end of their show and their exposition, they auction the animal off, and then it goes for butcher. Wow, this just keeps on going. This is humongous. So this looks like it's the arena where they show. We're here in the middle. Where in New York are you? I'm in Long Island. We are in Syracuse, so we're a little bit further away. Swine, llamas, meat goats, dairy goats. So the dairy goats, obviously, they get saved. Deborah Bartle, thank you so much. Appreciate the super. Let's check the next building out. A little stuffy this morning. It looks like maybe large animals over there. Dilophosaurus. Voted best place to overeat, JJ's. That's a great way to put it. I would get lost here for sure. Look, I was worried about the way that my tent looked, and I bleached mine and scrubbed mine, and they just left theirs dirty. Oh well. Allergy to mice, maybe. This is a cool building. Look at the brickwork. Okay, now we're in yeah, it smells like horses in here. It smells like horses already. The other building didn't smell at all. You're not going to see any animals right now because there's still 7 days before the event starts. Just the infrastructure to hold all this together. It's crazy. Megan's feeling better. That's good. Perfect. Okay, that's a lot of horses that's going to be here. A lot. And yes, there you go. Professional Horsemen's Association. That confirms that we are in a horse building. I was going off the look of the stalls and the smell in the air. But it is true. This is a horse building. You used to camp here in this building. Empty, empty, empty. Now what do we got? My goodness. What is this? Are these more rooms for your horses? I guess so. I guess you just throw a horse in the room and look, the door is ventilated, so huh. 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 Where is security? You're right. I'm walking around doing all this stuff. Security is mainly placed at the gates. Let's go in here. Oh, the intern, Caitlin, also has COVID. Dang. More stalls, more horses. Malta Farm and Garden. Holy smokes. This hallway reminds me of The Shining. You can't drive in without your pass. You have to get through security to even get in this place. Maybe this is security right here. I don't know. Oh, this is a big arena right over here. There's a lot of walking guys though. Honestly, do yourself a favor, get a scooter. This is a cool building. This is the arena where they can run the animals. Red rum. Isn't that what they said? That's right. So that's the main horse barn right there. Yes, Barbara, I did make the reel last night. Of course, that is my video editing skills. I just use an app on my phone. Take a couple pieces of video footage, throw it together, put the words over it, throw some music in there, and voila, you got yourself a homemade commercial. The best advertising ever. It's free. What else do we got? Oh, hold on. So, Jeff, they put their canvas on first. I'm looking at how they set up their tent. They put their canvas on first, and then later... Well, no, we put our canvas on first, don't we? But we don't put the uprights on first. Everyone's got a little different way to put up their tents. I'm going to get lost. Yeah, this place is... I am definitely looking like I'm getting lost. Track the sun, it's that way, so I should get home that direction. You know, it's a very popular fair when all of the structures, not all of them, but a lot of the structures are hard buildings. They're not just all pop-ups and tents. You have actual buildings for food vendors and whatnot. Look at this building. Okay, when we get back to the front of the horticulture building, I have not seen it yet, but apparently there is a big fountain right in front of the building where we're at. This is big, the Toyota building. Okay, where do we go from here? I don't know where to go now. Hi, Mary, how are you? Oh, what are we talking about, Aiden? Oh, they got a big butter sculpture here. They have one at the farm show too. I think every fairgrounds kind of does a butter sculpture, which is kind of a little bit cheating because the entire base of it is already the shape of the sculpture you want. All they have to do is apply a thin layer of butter, put some detail in it, and although I still give them credit. Montauk Avenue. Dairy cattle over here. It seems like animals are a very big part of this fair, unless I'm only in the animal section. But it does seem like animals are a very, very big part of this, which I think that's awesome. Kids need to see more animals, especially in a place like this. It's hard for them to get out to farms. Okay, look at that, the Coliseum. Gosh, I'm getting lost. There's the Ferris wheel. Let's cut through this building. Animal Kingdom, right? Yes. Hay. It's actually straw, not hay. Probably came from, do you know one guy supplies all of the straw for the entire fair here? One guy. What? This is all dairy. Hopefully there's an exit down this way. We're gonna try to get to the Coliseum. All right, is the grooves in the floor for traction or drainage? Why do we have all the grooves in the floor? All the saw cuts. That's a lot of saw cuts. Everywhere, the entire floor. Yes, Linda, the entire fee for our space was paid up front. Oh my gosh, how would you ever do all of this in one day? Because I'm just walking, I'm not even stopping. Could you imagine stopping at each place and looking? You gotta be here for a couple days to see everything. Animal Love says traction. Freeze and thaw grooves, both drainage and traction. Okay, please don't have the fire alarm go off. The other door was open. All right, we're good. Wow. Again, it's all completely gated in. This is gate 2 over here. You can't get in unless you show your ID and your parking pass or whatever credentials you have to get in. It feels like a military base. Woo! Big Brother is watching. Do you see the cameras up there? They've been watching me the whole time. It's a good thing I'm a good boy. So you know what this reminds me of right here? I was in Afah Palace. I was in Iraq and I went to Afah Palace. It was right out on the middle of a lake. Saddam Hussein built his palace right on top of a lake, and we walked across this bridge to get into Afah Palace. So when we went inside, there were these giant marble pillars just like this, these giant marble pillars. And they were all ornate and decorative when you got inside of there. They were even bigger than this though, but each pillar was made out of amazing marble. The handrails that were going up to the stairs, they were all made out of marble. There were gold emblems everywhere. Excuse me. Hoffman hot dog. Chicken, fries, fish, clams. Clams don't even, I do not like clams. I usually would enjoy seafood, but clams I just can't take it. Just can't take. Dairy products building. Look at this place. Okay. Oh my gosh. It just keeps on going and going and going and going. There's an ATM. How do I get down here? I guess I gotta go down the ramp. Yeah, clams will make me throw up too. Let's see, is the ATM up and running yet? Probably not. Nope, not even powered on. Okay, now that building over there looks much bigger than any other building I've seen so far. I wonder what it is. It's humongous. Okay, we're heading over to a fountain of some sorts. Correct, Ann. I'm going to be tired before I even get started working on my booth today. Greenscapes. Okay. Looks like there's a stage right here. We have a couple stages. This is where some concerts happen, I guess. Outdoor concerts. I'm not certain. When I first got here, I was completely confused. I had nowhere to go. That's the administration office. That's where I can go when I have questions. But to find that at the beginning was horrible. That's kind of cool. So what's kind of cool about this whole thing is, you know, these rocks aren't real. This is not a real rock. Well, as you can tell, it's hollow right there. These are big fake rocks. They just sculpt them out of wire first and then put mortar on them, make them look like big rocks. Any frogs? We got lily pad. Another big fake rock. There's the stage. I'm not going up on the stage. My fish would love that. All right, welcome to Chevy Court. That's right. I don't see Ford around here. I see Chevy. Chevy's advertising. That just reminded me about the Home Depot article I read this morning. They had to pay out over $600 million in asbestos claims. And that's what they're saying the main reason for their bankruptcy, their Chapter 11. There's an iconic symbol right there. That's something you see everywhere. You're welcome for the tour. Now, what is this building? It is even bigger than the rest of them. And I wonder if it looks like it's probably closed down. Yeah, it looks like there's restaurants in there. I see beer. What do you call those lit up signs in the windows where it says like Budweiser? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get in there. It's locked. It's glass doors in the front. Yeah, Debbie, the goat lover, we are live. I'm giving a tour, neon sign, that's right. We're giving a tour of the New York State Fair this morning. Walking around just showing you the layout, showing you what kind of things could be here. Courtside Grill. Thank you guys. Look, I had a brain fart and everybody unfarted it. Perfect. Now, I love architecture. Take a look at this right here. You know, those are called corbels. It looks like they're made out of wrought iron. And they're to help suspend the roof up, the overhang of the roof. Or they might even be made out of copper because they're green, they're tarnished green. Or it's just painted green, I'm not sure. Really, really cool architecture here. Center of Progress, that's what this place is called. The Suds Factory Grill, New York State Fair. All right, now I'm gonna get lost. Now I really don't know Everything's getting obstructed by more buildings. Let's find the horticulture building because that's where I'm at, and maybe the doors will be open. We can go look. We can look at the space that I'm setting up at. Daniela's open now, drop off. I don't even know why I showed a Dodge. Art and Home, sponsored by Wegmans. What is this called? The Harriet May Mills Memorial. Yeah, it's a state fair. It's the New York State Fair. Okay, what is this building here? I know that maybe I'm in this building. I don't know. Yeah, that is the horticulture building. I am here. Where's the big fountain? I thought there was a big fountain on the map that I saw in front of the horticulture building. Am I going to be able to get in yet? There's a restaurant right there. That's cool. All right, so if we're hungry, we know where to go. Daniela's right outside the horticulture building. Let's go to the main door. Let's go that way. I don't know what they charge to get in the fair. I'm not sure. Okay, what do we got here? This is cool. This is to support the troops. Wow. Maybe this is what I saw on the map and it wasn't a fountain. Oh my. This gives me chills. This gives me chills right here. These are all the fallen soldiers. It tells you the branch of service they were in. Tells you their name. This is crazy. Tells you the war that they were in. Wow. Huh. So it looks to me like, so they're called leg 8, leg 9, leg 10, leg 11, leg 12. There's the flags. And what does this say here? Phase 1. So this is probably something they're constantly working on, continually working on. Really cool. Kudos, New York State Fair. This is a nice addition to the soldiers of the United States of America. Very, very cool. Veterans Memorial, dedicated on September 2nd, 1999. From the brothers and sisters of the UAW, Local 624 and 2149. That's really cool. Okay, on. And see if we can get, now that, my friends, right here, I want you to see the entrance. This reminds me of Awfa Palace. When Saddam Hussein built something, he went all out. It was ornate, it was overkill, the doors were bigger than this. But look at the entrance to this building. All of the sculpture going around. Oh my. Oh my. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. All right, are we unlocked yet? No, we're not. I left my lights on overnight. Look. Look. You can see my booth. Look, it's Missy Tisdale on one of the pictures. I see goats snuggling right there. I just can't get into the building. So what do? Walk around this enormous building? I mean, it'll take about 10 minutes to get around the building. Where's the fountain? And look, it continues over here. Syria veterans. That's neat. Oh, that's pretty cool, guys. I got to give it to the artist for this. That. And it's made out of metal. Oh, look. The bees. The bees have found a place to make a home. That's really cool. Four-sided. I can't get out here. Dang it. I'm lost. I don't know how to get in. Hope you guys are enjoying your tour this morning of the New York State Fair. Didn't give you any animals today. Lauren's back at the farm taking care of all of the animals, holding down the fort, recovering from COVID. So yeah, it's the horticulture building. If you guys want to get here, the best way to do is take the shuttle to the infirmary. Take the shuttle to the infirmary. It'll bring you right on. I'll show you where it brings you. I did. I gave you some seagulls this morning. If you were one of the first ones to tune on, I was feeding the seagulls. I wonder if they opened the back door yet. Does it give you I didn't even cover the entire thing. Does it give you an idea of how big the place really is? New York State Troopers. Look, it's like, I don't understand what that building would be for. Looks like a high dive. We got a log cabin right next to us. And we're back to the lot. This is called the red lot. And I should be parked over there somewhere. All right, come on, let the doors be open. And they're not. What a bunch of suckers. 8 o'clock, guys. I want to show my booth space. And they could be unlocked, but the main doors are not lifted, and that usually gets done every day. So that's the infirmary right there. And the drop-off point is at the corner right there. And my booth is through that door. So you get dropped off there, go there. Is someone using your forklift, Mindy? Yes. Thank you for the super sticker, Mindy. Appreciate it. Locked. Locked. Can't get in. Can't show you. Maybe by the time I get down to the other side of the building, they'll have it unlocked. Who knows? Who knows? Hopefully the infirmary's not busy. That's where you go when you need medical attention. That door looks like it's propped open. I'm gonna go try it out. I'm in. I'm in. All right, so, and you're about ready to see the Wonderland. Ta-da! So this is going to be the merch area. You're going to exit this way. The merch area is going to be from here to there. It's not going to be very big. We're going to have the shirts laid out that we wanted displayed above each bin that Mindy's working on. The fencing is completely made out of pallets that the fair has provided, going all the way down. The banners say, and they're visible from a distance, Steinmetzfamilyfarm baby goat snuggling right here. My first load of hay or straw has been delivered right over here. So I'll have to work on getting that distributed and put inside. Now, here's the beginning of my goat mountain. I am not building with spools, so it's a little different. It took me a little bit of time to figure out how I wanted to make a platform or a jumping structure for the goats. And so I just thought about it, and I thought about the most structural way to build something with 2x4s and pallets. Now, my biggest fear, of course, is the goats falling through with their little hooves in between. But I'm gonna continue this platform down to another one, and then you'll have a hay bale, so they'll be able to jump up and get to the top of Goat Mountain here. And I'll either fill in between the gaps with scrap pieces of wood, or I will use the chicken wire and lay it out over top. Not quite sure yet. I went and grabbed more pallets yesterday. I didn't have the forklift, so I manually lifted these into the trailer. But that'll be Goat Mountain. There'll be little areas like this. We could name it Hope's Hideaway, and we could call this one something Nook, and you could use animal names too. And then, like I said, the seating will be all straw bales, nice and comfy. And you'll enter over here and exit way down there. But of course, you'll have each individual segmented place for people to hang out and chill with the goats. It should be fun. It should be a success. It seems like everywhere we go, this the feedback is very positive. People enjoy this very much. It's not just a petting zoo. It's more than a petting zoo. You get to actually interact with the animals. You could literally pick up a goat and hold a goat if you wanted to. Mindy Lackey, thank you. Yes, the curtains are still standing. Thank you for reminding me, Mindy. I should probably post that video of you. She knocked over all of the curtains. Henry's Hangout, yes, exactly. You could, the trains are really going. You got one going that way, you got one going this way. Well, that's it, guys. The best way for you to get here, though, is that drop-off point right there. This is where you can take the shuttle to the infirmary, and then you could walk right through this door or into this building. It will be open during fair hours, and voila, we are here. I don't think I have anything else to say. I did not get the pennies. That is over at the other location, so I did not. Maybe before I leave, I can go search for my pennies. So what I'm about ready to do is hop in my truck, head over to Home Depot before they close their doors for good, and grab up some materials for my hand washing station. So that should be pretty simple and straightforward. Let's hope. And my truck is still there, which is good. All my seagull friends are gone, though. Millabee, you just saying good morning? I've been on for 1 hour and 14 seconds. It is now time for me to exit stage left, as Murph would say. Yeah, they probably took the Cheez-Its with them. I have no idea. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you every day tuning in. I see 456 loyal people that tune in every single day, 7-Eleven Animal Heaven. Don't forget, guys, there is a thumbs up button for a reason. If you can't find it, look around for it. You might have to exit, back up. That helps our videos get into the algorithm. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to subscribe to our channel and not miss a thing. We go live every other day on YouTube here and every other day on Facebook. So we alternate days back and forth. Don't need my gym time today. I got my steps in, got my cardio done. I'll be giving you guys more updates. I'll see you in the morning, okay, for sure. If not, stay tuned. There might be a pop-up live here or there. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.